So it's been a hot second since I guess this has happened, but essentially to wrap up what happened last time, I gave about a 25-minute in-depth description to Celeste about what happened in the dreamscape because she thinks she knows everything, but in fact she does not. And essentially, we found out that the goals of the resistance are to essentially recruit as many people as they can to get any info on these gigantic robot guardians that we had to deal with a while back. And then, especially, like, I guess, end goal is to find Data, Shade, and my dad. And I guess Tiny PP Peter, but it's whatever. Um, and right now, we're trying to break into an Astoria Cybertech database for some info because I guess even though they're in my house and have computers and whatnot, and we have a person who can talk to the internet, I guess it's still not good enough for them. But whatever, it's fine. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Do I gotta say anything else? No? Okay, cool. Peace out.
My name is Kyle, and I play Oswald Silver.
It's your favorite girl, Elena, here to play your favorite water witch, Remy.
I'm Allie, and I play River.
And this is James, and welcome to Dice Drop's Return to Eden Arc. You guys were asleep. We're going to jump ahead a little bit. So, when do you guys want to leave? Are you guys leaving morning, noon, evening?
I would think evening so we can do some nighttime stealth.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna be nighttime.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Celeste wanted all of us in the training room just to see, like, what we had going on before the mission.
Oh no, she's been briefed.
Yeah, but does she truly know? I don't think the boys even truly know.
It's been a couple of days. You guys... They wanted to make sure that you guys were okay. You guys have been asleep for 8 months, so... Yeah, you're sent into the makeshift training room down in the basement, and they put you guys through the paces. Go ahead and give me a fighting check.
I rolled a 10, and that's a 30 total.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I rolled a 21.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
yay.
so you are all
we all look
fine.
hot. We all look hot, yeah.
They throw a couple of what you guys have been calling interns at you, and they walk out with bumps and bruises and scratches. And
one of them got hit by a hammer. Very hard.
One of them somehow is holding the back of his head where a hammer hit him.
One of them's extremely wet.
The other one feels like he was just electrocuted, but River just gave him a mild seizure.
Yeah, but...
I call out, and I'm like, hey, sorry about that.
You want to know what I realized with River's seizure ability, though? So they call it seizure, but technically she's just taking oxygen from their brain. That's how seizures happen. She's just like, yeah, this is mine now.
Pretty much, yeah. But all of you are in fighting shape. You're fine. But a couple of days pass, and running through the paces, getting acquainted with the layout of the house, getting acquainted with the operation. Rodney and Celeste run you guys through what they've been working on. Most of it you guys already knew from the briefing when you guys woke up. It's kind of more in-depth. They kind of go over maps and see where evolution is, see what's going on with Astoria, etc. A couple little splinter groups that have split off that might be causing problems here or there. Nothing a small team couldn't handle. But they kind of run you through all of that, what they've got going. But
I was gonna ask something and I forgot. Never mind.
Okay. So, it's early evening, about 6 o'clock when you guys start preparing to leave. And actually, probably for the first time, this is probably the first time you guys are getting out of the mansion, and you guys can finally see what's going on outside. So, Remy, you're familiar with the layout of the grounds. Lancaster Manor was on a floating platform above the city. The perfectly round platform is still intact, but now it's firmly on the ground, and you guys can see the towering skyscrapers of Eden in the distance. Good.
Oh, so we're like located out in like the farmlands.
No, you guys are further than that. You guys are outside of the wall.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You see dense forest all around. It looks like they've created a clearing, probably by dropping the platform on it. But the dense jungle around.
It's a jungle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a jungle out there. Sorry.
Sweet. Oh, so this is essentially almost like in Horizon Zero Dawn, where like it's located like essentially like in Colorado Springs, but it had like this weird jungle area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like the environment's completely different. That's cool, because aren't we located like in present day Kansas City?
You're located somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah, like Kansas City, Oklahoma City.
Actually, probably around Colorado, around that Rocky Mountain region.
Oh.
So, yeah, in 200 years, with nobody really tending to that land. Yeah,
and
it's
radiation.
And radiation. Yeah, it's overgrown.
Oh.
You do notice a force field around the platform, keeping most of the wildlife out. There are still a few interns patrolling the perimeter just in case.
I would like to point out that you are also now calling them interns, so that's on you now.
Yeah, but the grounds of Lancaster Manor themselves, the surprisingly fertile earth that once held a manicured lawn is now looking more like farmland now. It's lush gardens, so that they have a regular supply of food within reach. There is a greenhouse on the grounds, which is in use. You notice the rather large garage building on the western side, still intact, interns running in and out. A couple vehicles outside of the garage being worked on. But yeah. So Celeste and Rodney are leading you guys out onto the grounds toward that garage. If you want to ask questions, now's your time.
River... I'm gonna guess River's gonna be the one driving.
Probably, considering her past as a race car driver.
Woo! Okay, but that wasn't what I was gonna ask. But, River turns to Celeste and goes, alright, so because you worked for Astoria, obviously, because you have a login. The other guys don't know that, but River just said that out loud. How is there a chance because your credentials worked that there might be another pair of credentials that could work?
I'm sorry, you were asking Celeste?
Yeah, because
Unfortunately,
Celeste worked at Astoria. She saw her credentials and everything in the computer when she helped her.
yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know when my credentials will start setting off an alarm if they haven't already, and they just haven't been able to track us yet. So sending you into a facility and using my credentials would be too risky.
Oh, no, I wasn't asking you. I wasn't asking you for your credentials. River looks over at Oswald. Were we, Jake Gold?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Ah, that's good. That's good. Keep it up. We might still have those credentials, Jake Gold. And then she gives like the biggest fake wink.
River's just has a shit-eating smile.
Oswald just crosses his arms. I don't know who Jake Gold is. You're mistaken.
I mean, what's the chance that she saw Oswald's credentials in there, but not as Oswald, as Jake Gold?
Slim to none, I'm afraid.
So you don't think we could get in with that asshole's phalanges, is what you're saying?
You can try.
What's the worst that could happen? Like, just guns
I
come
mean-
out of the walls?
I mean, we don't normally go in with a plan anyways, because the plans that we normally come up with, I get shot 4 times and Oswald gets hit in the balls. So,
I'm sorry,
But-
what?
oh, yeah, so,
Story for another time.
I mean, we don't plan. we have, this is, we have to get to this, and then we have to get to this. In the middle, it's all blurry. We just have to fix that.
Rodney, who wasn't there for that event, also looks at... When did that happen?
I told you I got shot 4 times in the farmhouse.
I was
Oswald
talking
almost
about
got us-
Oswald. Dude.
Oh, the same time.
Oh. Rodney walks over, puts his hand on Oswald's shoulder, just gives you a solemn nod. So you guys are led into the garage, and you can see a line of vehicles. Most of them enough to fit 4 or 5 people. There are a few for... They kind of look like the Astoria motorbikes that you guys had to fight, that Elena almost crashed.
River loves those.
But those are more for single man missions, 1 to 2.
You see River like hold her hand out for it and goes, I want it so bad.
Rodney takes your hand and points it at one of the larger vehicles. No, you're taking that one.
But that one looks hotter. That one looks so much sexier. I'll fix it more. I'll fix it better. It will go more zoom.
The one that you are pointing at, you see Hood stand up and, oh well, thank you.
River's like, gross. Not you. Yeah, River like looks over at Hood when he says that and goes, gross.
He walks over. He's fully geared up. He looks like he's about ready to head out for a mission as well, and he walks over. So, what's going on?
I want the bike, and Rodney's pointing me to the mom vehicle, and I'm very upset.
The one that he pointed you at while I said it was a larger vehicle, it's like the size of a sedan. Like
Okay, but still, River's like used to driving like tiny little sports cars that go zoom.
Yeah, and you do notice a couple of those in here too.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like 2-seaters.
Mm-hmm. River's just like, in her heart, she's just like, soon, soon.
Well, good luck. I'll be back, I guess. I'm going on reconnaissance. He just kind of gives you an awkward wave, heads back to his bike. The door opens in front of it, and he zips away.
River's like sighing at the bike, like, I'm gonna steal it. Just looks back at Rodney.
Now that you're done ogling Hood.
He's my brother. That's gross. I was ogling the bike, and I want the bike.
Okay, Leia.
River goes, I'm your girlfriend, and I can choose to heal you when you're hurt.
You can see the large, like, ear-to-ear grin on his face.
River punches him.
He nods, knowing that he deserved that. Yeah, so Rodney hands you the keys to the sedan-esque speeder. Gives you a map rundown of where you're going. You're heading to the northern outer districts.
Is there anything that we should, like, be worried about other than, like, the Guardians or anything? Like, I know they're super mutants, but, like, we don't know how, like, intense these super mutants are.
No, they shouldn't give you any problems. They're not really occupying the outer districts at the moment, according to recent reconnaissance. They're mostly in the lower district.
Why don't they like us? I mean, they're close to us. We're just not as they're just more than we are.
Exactly.
I figured. So they don't. Because we're a little bit more normal. That's why they hate us.
No, they are just... Picture the embodiment of rage.
So, Hood when there's no more bacon.
Yes, exactly.
Alright, cool. Alright. Sweet. I'm gonna go find proof that Hood's my brother.
Can I just say Oswald's like revving the engine just because he can?
Oswald is not in the front of the not in the driver's seat.
Just revving the engine. Cars in park. He's just revving it because he can.
What? So you like take your leg over the console and just start hitting the pedal?
Yes.
There is no center console because
oh no, he's actually doing that then.
Yeah. Remy, you said you had a question to ask.
Yes. Before we go, Remy is going to, I don't know, who's the person who, like, is, I assume, staying behind and is in charge? Who would I assume out of our friends is heading up the Intel division?
No one is watching us. No one is following us. We are alone.
I got something else. Like, I need someone here to do recon. Like, out of our friends.
The person who usually does reconnaissance, like the person who heads up that, is Hood, and he just left.
Well, I didn't want him getting into my business anyway, so I'm gonna look to Rodney. And I'm gonna be like, listen, feel like I can trust you. And I looked deep into his eyes and I'm like, right?
River, once she sees you looking deep into his eyes, she's like, hey, it's mine.
I flip her off because I'm just like, not the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
And I hand him a piece of paper and I go, I need you, without discussing it with other people, to do some recon, research, whatever, on these people as best as you can.
Okay.
3 out of the 4 have extreme detail. 1 is just a name. And that's
Okay.
all I got.
If you want to send me a message in Discord,
Oh, you already know the 4 people.
I probably do.
Yeah, the added one is, it's just like, she wants to know, like, she essentially wants to track down Izzy, Gina, her mom, and Barnabas.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Rodney's not even going to look at the note right now,
Mm-hmm.
but he does nod, and I'll see what I can do.
And I look into his eyes and I go, and this is between us, no one else. And I, like, not intimidatingly, but like trying to like make it like a point, like, don't fucking tell no one.
I don't think he's scared of us.
No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make it sound like I am like serious, like, do not go around and tell other people.
I mean, it's Rodney. You tell him not to tell anybody, he's not going to tell anybody.
Okay, good.
So, unless it's like life or death, he's not going to tell a soul.
Yeah.
This
is, I mean, one of them might be life or death, considering she doesn't know if her mom's dead or alive or not, but like, you know.
He's talking more your life or death.
Oh, yeah.
If it's something like you're going to do something stupid and he needs backup, that's what he's going to tell someone.
No. Those days are behind Remy.
Oh, those
No,
days
they're
just
not.
started for River, so it's
Alright,
gonna be a fun arc, guys.
But yeah, that was it.
Alright. Yeah, he pockets the note. Tells you he'll do whatever he can. If there's nothing else... No? Good?
No.
Alright.
River's like buckling up, and she just goes, I haven't sat behind a car in 8 months. I know it feels like 3 days, but oh my god.
This is so different than a horse and buggy.
Oh my god, I can do things. I'm useful again. Shit.
River.
Uh-huh.
Rodney does make a point to give you a kiss on the forehead before he...
River's just like, just forehead kisses with you lately, huh? Is it my breath? River's just like checking her breath. She's like, no, I brushed.
He rolls his eyes and takes a couple steps back.
Like, okay, fuck you too.
Celeste also takes a couple steps back as you guys leave. River,
Zoom zoom?
give me a driving check.
Really? Because like you don't have me duties no more.
You said it yourself. You haven't been behind a wheel in a while.
That's fair. And like riding a bike, I got a 25.
That'll do it. As you speed off the platform, maneuver between tree branches, you get above the canopy and fly straight for the towering city of Eden.
Yay!
Even at the speed at which speeders go, it takes a good 15-20 minutes to get to the other side of Eden. You guys are kind of on the south side.
So we're seeing Eden for like the first time now. Like we're over everything.
Yeah. Are you going through the city or around it?
What would be the smartest?
So what section of Eden are we trying to get to, essentially, to get to this database
north.
compound, the north
You're
side?
going to the northern outer district, yeah. So the
Northern
literal
outer
other side of the city.
I say just a wide berth skirt around.
Okay, I guess we're going around.
Okay.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, it might take us a little bit longer, but a wide berth around is the path of least resistance.
Okay.
I would agree on that one. Maybe not going through the heart of everybody that probably wants us dead. So,
What? People want us dead? Awkward.
River.
Yes.
Back when you saw Eden in Rodney's dream,
Uh-huh.
you're seeing that it was wildly exaggerated.
So it's not as bad.
It's not. No.
River's just like, that dramatic fuck.
You
It was his
literally,
interpretation of what it looked like.
yeah, you literally popped in on Rodney in the middle of a nightmare.
Oh, so I saved him from a nightmare. That's weird. That's same.
Yeah, the city looks a little worse for wear, but not post-apocalyptic like you saw in Rodney's dream.
Alright, River's just like, that dramatic little shit. It's not even that bad.
You can see the city. Most of the skyscrapers are intact. The floating platforms are no more.
Oh. So Eden's now one plane, essentially, is what you're saying, except for like the skyscrapers.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, aside from the floating platforms, which were mostly for Lancaster Manor and similar buildings, the government building, etc. It looks like the Eden that you remember.
Why is no one asking where Lancaster Manor went, though? Because, like, wouldn't that be like, hey, Lancaster Manor is gone. Maybe all the mutants are outside the fucking wall with it. That would be my first guess. Are they just stupid?
That is a question you can ask later.
Alright, cool. When Celeste inevitably captures me. Love that. Let's go.
Okay, so you're giving the city a wide berth.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of flying over the outer districts. You do pass over your old warehouse, which is in shambles, considering it was effectively blown up upon your exit. But you make your way to the northern side without too much issue. It doesn't look like anybody saw you. And based on the maps that you've been poring over for a few days, you find the warehouse in question. I'm assuming you're parking not too far away?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you park the speeder in the midst of what looks to be a wheat field. A field that could easily conceal the speeder itself. It's getting dark, so nobody sees you approach. So, you all get out, make your way to the warehouse. As you all approach, give me a stealth check.
Sorry.
oh. That's a 17 plus 6, so 23.
Okay.
Never thought I would be the
14.
stealthy one. Haha.
14 plus 8, 22.
Okay.
23?
Okay. Yeah. You're all a little distance out, maybe a couple hundred meters. You guys can see the warehouse now. It's fairly dark now that the sun is set. The only light that you can see is focused on the front door. It's a fairly bland building. Nothing really remarkable about it. It looks like an old warehouse. You do see a guard posted at the front door.
Like, person guard or...
Give me a perception.
Oh, no. I didn't get it. It's fine. I already know. So I'm not going to say it.
Was it a 1?
No, it was a 3. But I'm looking for my perception. That would be a +8, so that'd be an 11, so no.
Yeah, you can't really tell. It's humanoid.
Oh.
So bipedal arms. Yeah, it looks human.
Yeah, well, they all look human, don't they?
You do notice, however, he is holding a rifle.
Oh, cute! Love that.
And you do see a what looks to be a palm scanner by the door.
Can we assume that this guy's a robot?
Yeah, I would assume.
Well, I did the perception and couldn't tell, so if one of y'all would like to do that.
I mean, sure, because I have a plan formulation in my head.
Oh, that's good, because I don't.
I kind of have a plan depending on if he's a robot or not.
That is a dirty 20. 13 plus 7.
Okay. He's standing a little too still. His movements are a little too smooth. It's probably safe to assume he's not human.
Can I try and sneak up to him and then, like, reprogram him?
We're gonna die.
I would go up from behind, so wide berth again and go up from behind.
That's
River like smacks Remy. She goes, turn to Astoria. Turn
I look at her and I'm like, what?
Turn into Astoria.
What do you mean turn into Astoria?
So yeah, while they're arguing, I'm gonna sneak up and reprogram the robot.
Now that you're getting closer, give me another stealth check.
Come on, Kyle.
23 again.
Yes.
Okay.
Robot doesn't even hear my dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah. River, Remy, you guys are arguing. You look over and Oswald is gone.
She's like, fuck. We're already off the walls.
Oswald, you're sticking to the shadows, sticking to the barrier of the wheat field as much as possible. Sneak around, make your way up to the guard, and I assume you're gonna touch him to speak with his programming, so to speak.
Lightly put my hand on his back, yes.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as your fingers touch the very cold metal, you get a voice in your head.
Error. Unknown user.
Oh. Oh no. Oswald
No,
get big
not
and beat him.
unknown user. The name's Jake Gold. I work for Astoria.
We brought it back.
Searching. User Jake Gold.
Oh my gosh, didn't we try to use his credentials the last time and he caused like the entire like place to like go under
No,
red
that was
alert?
because he was like, I want to do something that's out of my range, and the computer was just like, womp.
Yeah,
Ah.
I rolled like shit. So
Ah.
Give me a technology or persuasion check.
my persuasion's a
Speaking of
+8,
rolled like
so
shit.
that's a 8, so 16 total for persuasion.
Error. User not found.
That's strange. Anyway, you're on my side now. How about that?
Error, user not found.
We're gonna die. This is how we die.
No, Oswald's got a backup. Don't worry.
You have 10 seconds
Oh god.
to enter a valid user ID.
Can I try to convince him that I'm Astoria?
Say you're Celeste. I don't know Celeste's last name. You might be fucked.
So you're gonna try to play it off as your Jeanette Astoria.
Yes.
Would I be able to give him advantage if I turn into Jeanette?
I've never heard of such a DM speak of saying, "Are you really gonna fucking try and do this?" So
Would
you're
I be able to give him the assist, the help action, if I turn into Astoria?
You would have to make your way over there.
And not
I
get
am-
caught.
River's still hitting Remy like, turn into Astoria.
I imagine while they're fighting over this, I am slowly turning into Astoria.
Because you're thinking about her.
I'm thinking about her, and I like have a mind's eye picture of her.
Yeah, you know Jeanette Astoria pretty well.
I like my fucking fake aunt. Hell yeah, I know who she is.
So you can picture her pretty well. And suddenly, you're a little shorter. And your clothes don't seem to fit just right anymore.
Fucking interns don't know how to wash clothes.
River's just like, it's not the interns, but that's fine.
Remy, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, I don't know how that landed, but I'm gonna roll again. That is a 15 plus 7, 22.
Okay.
22.
Shut up, I'm a teacher.
As you're arguing with River, you look down and see like a puddle of water at your feet and
What?
catch a glimpse of yourself.
Oh, the puddle. It's like, James, are you telling me that I peed myself?
No.
That was me before I snuck off.
so
Sorry.
off. That was so off.
You see your reflection, but it's not you looking back. It is Jeanette Astoria.
River's just like, you look just like the woman who tortured me. Thank you.
I look at this puddle and I like put like a hand on top of River's face, like a shush 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 shush. Because this is the first time she has recognized that she is turned into another human being.
I mean, we have been telling you this for weeks now, technically months.
Like, it's just internally screaming, like you can see it on her face.
She's like, oh yeah, it took you like a month to get used to the fucking water powers and embrace that. This is gonna take a minute for you, isn't it?
I'm just like, do you
Meanwhile-
think I should go help Oswald?
Go.
Meanwhile, Oswald.
Mm.
So you just told this computer that you're Jeanette Astoria.
Yes.
I need you to give me a deception check.
and
That's
make
good. I got
sure
a plus
that
10 to
bitch is.
deception. So
You have to make sure that bitch is high.
I got a 13, so a 23 total.
Oh shit.
Password.
Oh.
Oh my god, I don't.
I
even
enter
know
I'm the best with an exclamation point. With an exclamation point at the end, I enter I'm the best. All one word.
Oh my god.
I feel like I have to roll a luck check on that, just straight.
I feel like James also wants to kind of give you a hero point.
Password denied.
Damn.
Okay, James. Would I know her passwords because I've worked with her before?
Oh god, no. She keeps
Okay,
that
that's
close to
what
her chest.
that's what I was about to say.
Would River?
Oh
no,
god, no.
because okay, well I wouldn't know what she would have seen while she was, trapped there for like what, 6 years, James?
Oswald, you hear
Password denied.
I really thought she was more full of herself. What if I
Okay.
what if I ask you to tell me what her password is?
Defense mechanisms engage.
No.
Oh no.
I take out the
I-
hammer and I just smack.
Fucking Jeanette Astoria comes out of the fucking wheat and you're just like, Remy.
Oswald, I need you to give me a dex save.
I get a plus 0.
Hold on, that's 5e talking. Hold on. It's close range, so it's gonna be a parry.
Time for my plus 17. That's a 34
Yeah!
total.
He heard weapons engaged and Oswald went on the floor.
Oswald, you immediately take your hand off as you watch as like a field of electric energy just covers the back plate of this android.
I smack with hammer.
What better way to get a machine to work? Just hit it with a hammer.
Did you try turning it off?
I mean,
and
I could be fancy and grab the gun and shoot it at the robot, but no, I have hammers, so smack.
Go ahead and give me a fighting check. Go ahead and give me a attack.
That's a 38 total.
Jesus fuck.
You told me this
Y'all's
build was legit.
characters.
You're the
Y'all's
one who okayed
characters.
the build.
What are you talking about, y'all's characters? I work on only humans. I do not work on these.
Okay, listen though. The one time you got a 3 is like the one time I have heard you got below a fucking 20.
That's fucking bullshit because I have listened to the entirety of this fucking podcast and I fail a lot.
Alright.
I'd just like to point out that James said that my build was okay. So
It is.
It's like,
me
it's
being
fine.
able to hit everything at any point that I want is, 100% canon. I'll take it.
But also, if something hits you, you're fucked.
This is true.
Actually, not really with the build that Oswald has. Your toughness is okay. It's just you're gonna hit. It's whether or not you're gonna do damage.
Yeah, that's why I'm starting to put things into strength.
Yeah. Yeah, because with his toughness, you hit it with the hammer, it bounces off the metal, and it just turns to look at you. You suddenly have a rifle in your face.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Oswald, out of the corner of your eye, you see Jeanette Astoria, who you've only seen once, walk out of the wheat field.
But still in Remy's clothes, so.
But still in Remy's clothes.
Yeah, I pick up on that, and I look at the robot and I point like, "Look, Jeanette Astoria." I'm I'm totally not lying to you here. It's literally Jeanette Astoria behind you.
I cannot tell you guys how upset I am that fucking Rodney and Celeste are not watching over this mission right now.
This is the epitome of look behind you.
He's literally not looking. He is just pointing this rifle at you. Just, Remy, what are you doing?
I guess I yell. Do I speak in Jeanette Astoria's voice, or is it my voice?
It would be Jeanette's.
Okay, so I assume I'm gonna be like, I don't remember what she fucking sounds like.
Like a stuck-up bitch.
Yeah, just like pretentious.
You there?
That was not it.
Believable.
Oh no, it has legitimately been like fucking 30 episodes since we've heard her voice.
You know, she's not wrong.
Actually, this is episode 37. I think it's legitimately been 30 episodes.
Look at me go, guys! Okay, so I legitimately, like, look at this. You that.
Don't do it in her voice. Just do it in your voice.
Okay, in my normal voice. Okay, you there? Excuse me. Put down your weapon.
I like how she's still British.
Just let Remy be Remy.
Just let me be me. She's British now, James. Deal with it.
The Guardian turns, finally, at the sound of his creator's voice. Remy, I need you to roll me a deception check.
A deception check?
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Deception, or could it be persuasion?
No, it's definitely deception.
Yeah! I used the loaded dice because I wanted a good roll. And once again, every time that I play in the year of 2021, every single time I roll this dice for the first time, it's a fucking crit, baby! 24 total!
River, like, is slowly getting out of the wheat bush, too. Just like, she's just like,
I kick you back into the wheat bush.
Ow!
I imagine, like, at first she's like, ah, you there? And then, like, immediately, like, goes into, like, her regular voice. Like, you there? Put down your weapon. And, like, it's, like, super confident.
Scanning. Confirmed identity, Jeanette Astoria. Clearance level 10. Welcome, Jeanette.
I look at him and I go, weapon inspection time. Please hand over your gun.
I hold out my hand.
To that fella right there, and I point over to
Yeah, I'm the inspection guy, you idiot. Tried to shoot me, how dare you?
That is against my programming.
Well, too bad. It's inspection time. So...
Would it be... Could he hand it to me physically? If you can't hand it to him, hand it to me.
He does as he's told and hands it to Oswald.
Oh, shit.
I sling it on my back.
Oh, shit!
Did you say you slammed it on the
just
ground?
broke the game!
I'm assuming it has a like a shoulder strap, so I put that on and then it's like hanging on my back.
Okay.
Oh, it sounded like you said you slammed it on the ground.
No,
It did sound like you slammed it on the ground. I'm like, ah.
this thing is valuable. I'm not doing that.
Now I look at the robot and I go, now back to your post, and you did not see anything.
River's still in the bush. Is she not allowed in? She needs to go in, guys.
Not yet.
Hey!
Miss Astoria, I have not left my post.
Excellent job, and I give him a little pat on the head.
River's like looking in the bush like, guys, hello!
And as I'm like doing this, I'm like being like super nice to him, and I'm like gesturing like, get in the fucking place. Get in the fucking place. As I have my hand on the biometric scanner, like, get in the fucking place.
Does the robot try to stop me if I do, though?
I'm gonna have you roll one more deception check.
Deception check? Okay.
Yeah. Just to see if it does recognize you.
It does. It says Remy Monet Lancaster. We have to book it.
Listen, yo. I am not kidding you! I just got a 19! A 19 plus 4, 23.
Okay.
Bless this loaded dice. Mwah!
It takes a little longer than usual. Like, you would think that it would immediately pick up. But after a long moment, even the guardian sitting there, like, turns to you. Is there a problem, Miss Astoria? And the scanner turns green.
Is River, like, running in? Like, what's going on exactly?
I don't know. What's
I look at him and I go, thank you. Now I would like for you to spin around 23 times and walk that way into the woods.
You told me not to leave my post. I cannot do both.
I would like for you to now switch the god.
That is not in my programming.
Well, good job. Righty-ho. Me and my 2 associates, who I have just hired to help me run the database, are going to now get there. What's the word I'm looking for inside my head? What is it? What's the word when you go and you're, like, being shown around the place and you're essentially, like...
A tour?
No, not a tour. It's like you're already working there and she's like, they're essentially telling you how to do your job.
Training?
Training! Yes, sorry. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm going to be taking 2 of my friends. One will shortly be coming out of that bush because she had to pee. And now I'm going to be showing them exactly what their job is. Thank you. And I give them a head pat.
Head pat acknowledged.
What a fun! Are all of her robots cats?
Maybe.
James now lives with 2 cats, and that is all he knows.
My gosh, this is so fucking cute. Like, I can't, guys. But yes, and so then, like, as, like, her associates come in, and I go, thank you. You are doing an excellent job. And I give them another head pat and skirt inside.
So does River just, like, come out of the bush and go, hey, I'm the associate.
I give a super exaggerated salute.
The guardian is looking dead ahead.
River,
He's
like,
like
gives
gone
him...
back to scanning the area. Like, he's not even paying attention to you guys anymore.
Oh,
He's just
River's
gone back to
like-
his job.
legitimately, this is the greatest thing ever.
River, like, gives him finger guns as she walks by him and goes in the door and goes, wow, this was great. Stay Astoria for however long we're here, Remy, please.
I begin, like, adjusting my outfit to make it not look baggy.
Okay.
To make it look like, you know, like those, like, cuffed up pants and everything, like back from like I think it was like the 1980s, 1990s when like those huge cuffed pants were like a thing.
Yeah. Okay. So you enter the building, all three of you. Oswald with a shiny new energy rifle.
Definitely not like,
Stolen or
staring
anything.
at it.
You enter and you see a large area filled with crates, various sizes. The largest being at least like 30 by 30 shipping crate. You notice a computer on the left-hand wall as you enter. 9 different screens, each showing different amounts of data, files, security feeds, things like that. You see 3 guardians kind of patrolling the area. You also notice a few humans in lab coats.
Oh shit. I can fool robots. I can't fool people.
Toward the back of the building, you do see behind glass, like floor-to-ceiling windows, and you do see a glass sliding door. You see the servers that you want to get to.
Okay, so can I ask like a question about the servers? Are we like taking the computers that have the servers on it, or did we bring something to put the servers on?
Yeah, do we have like a flash drive or something that we're trying to like steal their data essentially?
Celeste did give you a flash drive.
Okay, cool. Oh no, so one of us is gonna have to stand by the computer while we wait for it to download, and the other one's going to have to distract.
I've got this.
Okay. So you guys are just waltzing in.
Yep.
I imagine Jeanette Astoria literally, like, James, correct me if I'm wrong. She essentially carries the presence of, like,
A
kind
queen.
of like a restaurant manager. You know what I mean? Like, she is so busy and needs to get her shit done that she does not care, like, how it gets done as long as it is done her way, right? Like, she just has, like, that... Huh?
It's kind of an oxymoron.
Well, like, I don't know how to describe it, but, like, you know how, like, a restaurant manager is, like, this needs to get done in this specific way, but I need you to do it?
Yeah.
So, like, is that essentially the vibe she portrays in, like, that whole, like, I am above you sort of ideal? So she's, like, a restaurant manager named Karen.
So, based on your interactions with her, she is detail-oriented to a T.
Yeah.
She is... if she is visiting a facility, she is there for basically a spot check. She is there to make sure that things are getting done, inspect the facility, etc., etc.
Ah, got it. Act like a health inspector.
Basically.
Got it. Okay, I have a good idea. Would I also know, is she, like, decent with her workers in terms of, like, oh, like, you can go and have a break?
No.
Oh god, no.
Okay.
Absolutely fucking
Got it. Okay.
Which
Perfect.
raises
Find something wrong, like even the smallest thing, and then fire everybody.
And you can definitely tell this is kind of the vibe that they're getting when one of the scientists who's kind of sitting... it's not really a scientist, it's really an IT guy, just sitting at his desk, feet up, kind of lounging back, watching a screen, probably playing Galaga. And he like randomly looks up.
I want to do it so bad, but I don't want copyright.
And he randomly looks up, sees Jeanette Astoria, and just, oh, Miss Astoria. And he's like quickly closing out a screen, straightening his ties. Miss Astoria, how are you?
I come marching in like I am the hottest shit. Like I act like I walk in and I go, is this what we do around here now? And I look around and I'm just like, it seems like none of you enjoy having your jobs. And I turn to the man who just had his feet up. This man has his feet up and was playing Galaga.
I speak up immediately. Thought we didn't notice.
River, wait, James, these are new lab people, right? They aren't the old ones, so they wouldn't know River.
Probably not. This
Okay,
facility, from reconnaissance that you got, doesn't really get many visitors.
Okay.
So,
Well, you never know what files are. Like, hey,
yeah.
look out for this one.
The one
Remy,
time, yeah.
give me an intimidate check if you're walking in yelling at everybody.
Intimidation check. Okay, perfect.
I think you should get advantage.
Can I give her like some sort of help by, I don't know, brandishing the
I don't think
hammer?
humans and masterminds gives help actions to anyone because James has yet to let us do it.
They do. Go ahead and do it at advantage because, Oswald's holding a gun.
Okay. Well, and also, like, I was thinking, like, even if Oswald wasn't holding the gun, I fucking look like Jeanette Astoria.
Yeah, but
I'm the boss.
here's also a thing, though, and I'm not really trying to make it all about River, but River also does indeed have purple eyes, and mutants aren't really happy.
Purple eyes aren't really all that intimidating. It just means that you have a base level mutation. Unless they see you like stretch, it really doesn't bother anybody.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I got it might not be as intimidating as I hope, but it is a 12 plus 4, 16. And my last roll was a 10, so like it literally was like no difference.
All three IT guys, like the two who actually looked like they were doing work, straighten up, like full, like hands at their sides, like they were just brought to attention. The other guy is fumbling, almost falls out of his chair, just gets up, looks like straight up at the ceiling, a little too high. Like he's doing everything not to look at you right now.
Okay, so before we continue, I need to know which one of us has the flash drive device, whatever. Like, how does it work, James?
It's a flash drive.
Okay, it's a flash drive. So which one of us has it?
That's up to you.
I would assume Oswald would have it because he's the one that talks to the computers.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to play this. Because I just caught this man, and the dude who's standing up and looking straight up at the ceiling is the dude who was sort of like lounging about. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I make a suggestion above the table?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to probably go about this is to be like, well, now I have to check everything you're doing to make sure you aren't dawdling about. You better hope I don't see something out of line, and then go to the server room.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Do we need to go to the server room with the flash drive, or just hook it up to one of the computers?
The server room. We need to go to the server room.
Okay, so I essentially I'm going to be like, well, since all of you seem to think that I am running a 3-ring circus around here, I'm going to have to check all of the work to make sure that you, and I point specifically at the man who was just playing Galaga, aren't screwing up. And I, like, snap my fingers and I turn to, like, Oswald and River and I go, you two, come with me into the server room now.
River does like a very like quick like short nod, like yes, ma'am.
And as I'm walking up into the server room, are there any people in the server room?
No.
Okay, good. So I imagine I marched straight over to the server room.
Yeah, the other 2 IT guys who legitimately were just doing their jobs are avoiding eye contact. Yeah, you kind of just walk through.
Okay, perfect.
This is a fun game. I like this dungeon, James.
This is honestly great. This is perfect. I am so glad that one of us had morphing powers.
I just want my 3rd power to show up.
Okay, so does it matter what we plug it into? We just plug it in?
Put it into the USB port.
Okay, so I imagine I am pretending to be working on the servers, and I've seen Jeanette do this before, right? So I essentially mimic what she has done.
Okay. So you walk into the server room. Door slides open as you approach, closes as you enter. Down the center aisle of the servers, about halfway down, you find a terminal. Pull it out, open it, start clacking at keys, and you do find a port to plug the flash drive into.
Okay, so I sort of like whisper to Oswald, like, guard the door with the gun and try to hand me the flash drive.
I hand her the flash drive and then go to the door.
Okay.
Because no one's gonna
don't make it obvious that I'm guarding the door, because I just kind of stand there and do I have like a phone or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just stand there and start scrolling through whatever.
Okay.
But obviously ready to do something if something happens.
Okay. River, what are you doing?
River is going to like look at Astoria Remy and then just look at Oswald and just like stand next to Oswald like, yes, we are watching our boss make sure everything is okay here, so we don't get in trouble like they did because they're stupid losers.
Okay.
I wanna... How long is it gonna take for this? Because I feel like if we're doing this for too long, they're gonna notice that like something's up. They're gonna ask me like, what's wrong?
Give me a technology check.
Okay.
What's your technology looking like, by the way, Rem?
It's a +5.
Okay, well...
It's because I have high intelligence. If it was like a science roll, I would know that I would get it.
I mean, I have a +7. That was all I was asking.
Oh, well, I was just like wondering like if like Celeste or Rodney told us like how long it would take for it to download. Like that's why I was asking. But
they probably had no fucking clue.
But let's see. That's an 18 plus 5, 23.
That's enough. It's relatively easy. It's you plug in the flash drive and it kind of does the work for you. You just kind of have to click a few prompts to kind of let the computer know that this is a trusted device. Okay. Run the executable, you know.
Okay.
But it does take a few minutes for the software to do its thing.
And as this like goes on, I like try to like look like I'm going from like spot to spot where like I would have to do like these server checks, you know what I mean? Just to like make it look like I'm thoroughly looking.
Okay.
Just to sell the fact that I am super detailed oriented Jeanette Astoria.
Okay. Oswald and River, you guys are by the door, correct?
Mhm.
I'm actually legitimately scrolling through. Like, Oswald is scrolling through his phone.
Okay.
Scrolling through this universe's version of TikTok, probably.
Okay. River, what are you doing?
Mhm. River's kind of just sitting there watching the computers, twiddling her thumbs. She's like making sure everything's going well on the computers, but also kind of like looking out the door every so often.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Oh God, I don't want to. I got a 22.
Okay. One time when you look out the door, you notice the scientists are kind of talking to each other. Like that's not uncommon. Their boss's boss just showed up. You know,
Mhm.
they're kind of looking at each other. You see the one who is lounging about is getting like scolded by obviously a superior. But as the conversation progresses, they look more and more concerned. And you see the guy in charge pull out a phone.
Okay, so while
River, like very, very softly, for whatever reason, she doesn't know why. She just goes, "Stop!" Like
to
she's like,
me,
no. She's just like looking at him and going, "Stop!" Like, but very softly. Like I don't know. She's just like, it just like sort of came out of her. She's like, "Stop!"
Okay.
would I notice this? Should I do a perception check?
Go for it.
Okay. Because I essentially, like, what my plan is if I see this happening, I'm going to walk out there and I'm essentially going to, like, sort of, like, say, like, excellent, like, at least you guys are doing a half decent job. Now maybe you, like, won't be as lazy while, like, we're waiting for the last little bit to upload. So, like, essentially, like, berate them for their laziness while the last of it's uploading, and River or Oswald can grab the flash drive and we can go. Like, that's my goal. Okay, so perception is a +7, so I think I might be able to see it. I think I see it. It's a 10 + 7, 17.
You notice the conversation. You're mostly focused on on keeping the performance alive.
Okay.
River's like, okay, all right. I see the phone still like going out, and River's like, Oswald, I'm about to do something stupid. Watch Remy. And River like slips out of the room.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. So the guy with the phone like goes into another room.
River looks at all of the people and she goes, Astoria wants to know where your head person went. I thought he was just here. Why'd he fucking move?
Oh, he had to make a call.
Oh, well, Astoria is still looking at all of the servers right now. She's almost done. Right now, you guys are looking okay, but I would.
So I
keep you on that
imagine
alert.
I would, with my 17, would I notice that River is now outside?
Yeah.
No,
probably.
but River, when she says that, she goes to find the other guy who's making the phone call.
Okay.
I imagine, like, I, like, have the door, like, somewhat opened, and I'm going to yell, like, get me the supervisor now! I need to have a word with him! And I'm just, like, trying to, like, do, like, the whole, like, pissed off boss.
And River's just like, right away, ma'am. And she just, like, goes to the room where the guy with the phone went.
Okay. You walk in and you basically see an office. Like, it's fairly cluttered. It's an IT guy, cables and
Yeah.
computer parts strewn about, paperwork, etc. And you see him sitting at his desk. You try the door. The door is locked.
Mhm. River knocks at it.
Okay. You can see through the window. He's sitting at his desk on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of looks up at you.
River gives him the look of, you better fucking open this.
He turns away, goes to the computer on his desk. You see him typing a little bit. He's on the conversation. You can't hear what he's saying.
I'm wondering if I should tell the robots to do something.
And after a moment, he does put his phone back in his pocket. Kind of looks confusingly at the screen. And then he starts to make his way back out.
River's looking at him, like, tapping her foot, like, hello? I came in with your boss. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Mm-hmm. He opens the door, looks right at you, River.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? All right, everyone. That's where we're going to call episode 37 of Dice Drop. Thank you guys so much for listening in. If you like this, leave us a like, comment, review, subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. We have some projects in the works, so for news and updates, check out our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The links are in the description. We upload new episodes every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we will see you guys next week for episode 38. Thank you once again for listening, and we'll see you next week.